Zambia stands at a crossroads, poised to capitalize on the global green energy revolution with its rich reserves of copper and other critical minerals. But here's where it gets controversial. As the nation eyes this lucrative opportunity, the haunting legacy of Kabwe, a town poisoned by decades of lead and copper mining, looms large. Can Zambia avoid repeating history and creating new sacrifice zones in its pursuit of green wealth? Kabwe's story is a stark reminder of the human cost of unchecked mining. Over 95% of its children suffer from dangerous blood lead levels, a result of decades of unregulated mining and smelting. The soil, air, and water remain contaminated, trapping families like the Nyirendas in a toxic environment. Dust from waste dumps continues to blow into nearby communities, causing brain damage, stunted growth, and long-term health issues in children. Is this the price communities must pay for progress? But this is the part most people miss. Amidst the devastation, a powerful movement is rising. In June 2024, young activists, journalists, and NGOs launched the Zambia's Sacrifice Zone campaign, using storytelling, podcasts, and radio to demand accountability and amplify community voices. At its heart is Oliver Nyirenda, a Kabwe native whose own battle with lead poisoning inspired him to advocate for change. His story puts a human face on a crisis often buried in policy jargon, calling for the elimination of lead exposure, prioritized testing, and enforcement of the polluter pays principle. Could his fight be the catalyst for systemic change? The Zambian government, with World Bank support, has rolled out remediation projects, testing thousands of residents and improving infrastructure. Yet, activists argue that compensation remains inadequate and environmental law enforcement weak. While progress is visible, paved areas to reduce dust, boreholes for clean water, and stabilized waste sites, families like Nyirenda's still await justice. Are these efforts enough, or is more needed to heal Kabwe's wounds? As Zambia's mining sector expands to meet global demand for green minerals, towns like Chingola, Mufulira, and Kitwe face similar challenges. Companies pledge cleaner technologies, but enforcement gaps persist. In Kitwe, sulfur dioxide emissions and contaminated tailings from the Nkana mine continue to harm communities. With new owners planning to ramp up production, environmentalists fear remediation will lag behind expansion. Can Zambia strike a balance between economic growth and environmental justice? The colonial legacy of mining exploitation has left countless sacrifice zones across Africa. Now, with the global rush for critical minerals, there's a risk of repeating these mistakes. Human Rights Watch's Julian Kippenberg warns, we risk prioritizing profit over people. Is this an inevitable trade-off, or can we forge a different path? Community-led advocacy is key. Groups like Environment Africa and Agents of Change are empowering locals to demand accountability and participate in decision-making. Yet, the true test lies ahead, ensuring the new mining boom doesn't create tomorrow's sacrifice zones. For Oliver Nyirenda, the fight is personal. I want to see a future where children in Kabwe can play without fear of poisoning. Can Zambia's green ambitions coexist with a healthy, just future for its people? This isn't just Zambia's story, it's a global question. As we transition to clean energy, how do we ensure mining practices don't leave communities behind? What do you think? Is it possible to mine sustainably, or will some always bear the cost? Share your thoughts in the comments below.